I'm going to guess that was 1986, if I'm not mistaken. Mike Hughes writes about television for LSJ.com and MikeHughes.tv. He's on the other end of our line this morning, too. Good morning to you.
Good morning. And you know, you talked about Maureen O'Hara and The Quiet Man. That actually shows tonight on Turner Classic Movies.
I wonder if they did that on purpose because it was her birthday.
They probably timed it that way. This month, every single night they have a different star, and it's about that star. And it happens to be John Wayne day to day.
Oh, he's in the movie, too.
But they probably planned it to do that right on Maureen O'Hara's 90th birthday. That's at 8 o'clock, and then Rio Grande, another Wayne movie at 10:15. Matter of fact, all day today is Wayne movies.
Well, if you ever wanted to see a charming movie about Ireland, because people will ask me, The Quiet Man is a perfect one to see with John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara, and there are all sorts of memorable lines from that movie, most particularly, when I drink whiskey, I drink whiskey. When I drink water, I drink water. That's my favorite one, I think I'd have to say. We are getting close to my debut Friday night on TLC, the Learning Channel, at 10 o'clock, TLC Friday. We're not telling people too much about the show, just that if you have TiVo and you want to see, well, I'm not on Kate Plus 8 or whatever that show is, let's put it that way, but it's the same network. TLC Friday night at 10 o'clock, and I know you're keeping an eye on that for us as well, too.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. And again, I don't know anything more about the show either, and we haven't seen copies of it ahead of time. But TLC does a good job with nonfiction shows. So, and since you're a nonfiction person, it'll be interesting to see.
What about what about tonight? We have Missy and Joey on ABC. What's that all about?
Yeah, well, here's the thing that I get a kick out of on this. You follow the trends here. You know, the very first show that was canceled this season was about Kelsey Grammer, was a guy who was ruined by the financial meltdown, and he had to move home. That was the first show that was canceled this year, okay? Now there's two shows on TV tonight, two new comedies, both debuting tonight. One is on Comedy Central. It's called Big Lake. It's about a guy who was ruined by the financial meltdown, and he moves home, okay?
So Lake Superior, right? Big Lake?
Probably, some lake. They didn't say which one, but some big lake, yeah. And then the other one, which is Melissa and Joey. Okay, first of all, these people do a great job of thinking of these titles. It's a show that stars Melissa Joan Hart and Joey, what's his name? And
Lawrence.
And sure enough, they call the show Melissa and Joey, and they play two characters named Melissa and Joey. And he is, and you'll appreciate this, a guy who was ruined by the financial meltdown, so he has to move home.
No kidding.
In his case, he becomes a nanny for her, Joey Lawrence and Melissa Joan Hart. So you know what? Who says that TV doesn't think of things? They think of one idea and then they just do the same show over and over.
Yeah, well, it happens that way sometimes. Those ideas are the same. Look at all the pirate movies that came out at the same time, and the movies about the world ending seem to all come out in a rash like that, and so we will keep our eyes on the television tonight. And
the surprising thing is, actually, that one is a fairly good show. Big Lake, I didn't like that much, but Melissa and Joey is typical of the shows that they've been doing on ABC Family Channel. It's a cable channel, ABC Family, that they tend to do the shows pretty well. And this one, it's 8 o'clock and 8:30 tonight, and it's above average at least.
And we can get you at MikeHughes.tv anytime we want to.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you very much, and then we'll talk when we get closer to the TLC show, Learning Channel, on Friday.